We do got to talk about this Jay-Z Epstein files. It's not looking good for Jay-Z. I just opened up Twitter, right? The entire industry, they done got videos of Epstein. It says disturbing video shows Jeffrey Epstein chasing young girls inside his home, released in the latest files. This is so weird, but they done name dropped Jay-Z. They say people no longer following Jay-Z on Instagram after Epstein files released. Rihanna, Kim Kardashian, his mother-in-law, Kelly Rowland, Apple Music, NFL. No public statements have been made, but they done name dropped Jay-Z in the Epstein files. Cozy spooning photo draws hilarious caption. What are we talking about? Nigga, I came over here to look at Jay-Z and y'all talking about bullshit. Better than Strength. Oh, 100%. 100%. Jay-Z appeared in the Epstein files on July 10th, 2019, 8:20 a.m. Eastern Time. Blank called the FBI National Threat Operations Center to identify himself as a victim of SA by Jeffrey Epstein and others. Blank provided the following information. In approximately 1994, someone revealed herself to as a past victim to SA by Epstein. Described the abuse occurred during parties, further identified as a friend of Blank. Niggas be blurring out everything. What's the point of dropping this if y'all blurring out everything? In approximately 1996, Blank resided with Blank in, an unknown man abducted her from her home when she later woke up in the presence of Harvey Weinstein and Sean Carter Jay-Z. Now, I ain't reading that. They trying to get me nuked off of YouTube. Blank estimated she was abducted on 7 occasions, awakened each time in an opulent indoor setting. Blank suffered from SA on multiple of those occasions in which Epstein participated. Blank recalled Leon Black and William Barr, current United States Attorney General, being present during some of the occasions of abuse. In approximately 2006, Blank last recalled being abused by Epstein 7 times? You said people saying it's not possible because it was in 1996 and Jay-Z was just getting on. I did hear somebody say that. Let's see. Let me see if it's a video on this. Somebody had to drop a video. Let me see. Jay-Z Epstein. Somebody had to drop a video on this. Who is this? I don't know these people. Poetic Flacco. We'll throw in a Flacco vid. I ain't talked to this nigga in a minute. He reached out to me a minute ago. We talked a little bit. He cool.
There's a lot of surprising names on here, but no name is more surprising than Jay-Z and Pusha T. Before we get this video started,
man, Free Cash tried to sponsor me. I did not take it. I feel like I told the people, like, the niggas was like, you want a Free Cash sponsor? I was like, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of scammy. They was like, it's not. But then I just didn't feel right taking that sponsor. Like, I tried to research it and I looked it up. And people were online were like, yeah, we really did get this money from Free Cash, but it was just one of them things where I was iffy on taking it. So I declined that offer. I'm not gonna lie.
You were a young woman who was there.
Would y'all have been mad at me if I took that sponsor? Because when a lot of people do take that Free Cash, people be mad. They be like, oh, you promoting this scam, you doing this, you doing that. So I was like, I don't think that's right. But then it's like, I don't really know if it's truly a scam or not. But I just didn't take the offer.
Because, the Epstein network was so vast that when the FBI arrested Epstein, for the most part, they thought they didn't even uncover 1% of the iceberg. So this tip line was opened up. Now, this tip line had a lot of accusations coming through. Unfortunately for Jay-Z and Pusha T, they both had allegations about themselves come through the tip line. In the case of Jay-Z, he's beyond cooked in the eyes of public perception because the victim came forward.
Okay, we just read this. We read this.
Here, a very, her.
Damn, nigga. Finish reading.
What happened here is very unfortunate. I'm assuming, let's just say she was 14 in 1994. That would mean by 1998, she became 18. And this lasted until 2006. Now, I'm not questioning, whatever she went through as a minor. If she's being truthful about what happened here is very unfortunate. But for this to last until 2006, like, there's something very wrong with that picture from my perspective, to be honest. From her story, she didn't really...
That's what I said. From 1994, 1996 to 2006, that's a long time.
Specifically. But she did say that Harvey Weinstein, digitally penetrated her. But Jay-Z didn't penetrator. Jay-Z was just present, which to me is just as bad, right? Like, if this alleged minor was abducted from her home, brought to an Epstein mansion, and it was you, Harvey Weinstein, and Epstein there, and this minor was enduring abuse in your presence, to me, you are just as guilty as whoever is doing the abuse. I don't distinguish the difference between the two. Whoever is there is just as guilty and equally as guilty. But
That's
again,
facts. That's facts.
this is just a tip, right? Now, however this tip was investigated, no charges were ever brought.
Nigga said, nah,
Right?
get your
Like,
bag.
as far as I know, Jay-Z was never brought for a subpoena, a deposition, nothing. And this particular tip didn't go anywhere. But because the tip came in about Epstein, it was included in the Epstein files. Fortunately for Pusha T, we can't say the same because she did list things that Pusha T did specifically.
Pusha T was mentioned too. It was Pusha T too.
Now, it will continue and it will state on each occasion she believes she was drugged, clouded her memory. She attributed the drugging as frequently performed by persons assigned as handlers. Now, one of the handlers she would say would be Pusha T, because at the time, I would say Pusha T don't really belong in those rooms. Pusha T was not a superstar. He was not a megastar. He wasn't somebody of importance. So if somebody like Pusha T was in those rooms, Pusha T would probably be the handler, right? The doughboy, the do-boy, right? The store runner. Right? 'Cause
Nigga
Pusha
said
T
the
wasn't
store
no
runner.
megastar. Jay-Z, I can understand Jay-Z being in rooms with Epstein and Harvey Weinstein. Pusha T don't really fit in those rooms at all, bruh. That's like you seen Poetic Flacco in a room
What you about to say?
with Elon Musk.
That's facts. Jay-Z is a billionaire. So Jay-Z, he was rich nigga. Y'all know billionaires, these rich ass people do be weird as hell. They always be into some weird stuff. Them white parties, them black parties, all of that. That should be weird. So for Jay-Z to honestly be on this island is not really too crazy. Like that genuinely wouldn't surprise me. So many famous people went to these islands. I know y'all seen all the stuff that they putting on Trump that came out in the Epstein files. I see some crazy shit yesterday. I was looking, I don't know how true it is because we don't really know how true any of this is, but it was like, it said Trump had like an underage girl giving head on camera. He like forced it to get recorded or some weird shit. Y'all gonna have to look it up. I can't pull it up on stream, but it was something crazy like that.
And Jeff Bezos, you will say, what is this dirtball doing in this room? I'm probably the handler in that regard. Okay, so this story makes sense, to be honest. Again, I'm not saying Pusha is guilty of anything. I'm just saying Pusha role being in that room makes sense, okay? Now, it will continue, and she will say, among her handlers, she identified the artist Pusha T. In approximately 2007, she attended a party following invitation from an unknown man who approached her as she walked down the street. Weinstein and Pusha T also attended the party and drugged her before engaging in abuse. So now Pusha T went from being just
The
a handler
handler
to now
to
Pusha T was also engaging
yeah.
in the abuse. Now, she claimed to have additional information of other persons involved in the enterprise and information related to the racketeering conducted in support of the trafficking. She further believed she was under surveillance and stalked at the direction of the people involved in the abuse. She confirmed she was not diagnosed with any mental illness. She refused to provide her physical address, advising that she maintained no permanent address. Rather, she moved between staying at different hotels. So this was somebody who was homeless, which I don't know if that gives more credibility or takes it away. I'm not about to, like diminish the abuse.
It's one of them situations where it's just shit. I don't know, but it's a lot to talk about. I'm gonna find something to talk about in this video I'm dropping tomorrow.
Just because somebody,
because this is I don't know. Because this ain't the first time we heard allegations like this get thrown on Jay-Z. Remember last year, 2024, right? When the whole Diddy stuff was going on and the girl would come out against Jay-Z, which I don't know. I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100% sure if it was real or not, but it was behind Tony Busby. And they were pushing this whole narrative that Jay-Z had did something weird with this girl back in the 90s. So I think around the same time period as what this is accusing him of being there was. So this ain't the first time we heard Jay-Z, be in a situation like this. Then think about all the conspiracy surrounding Rock Nation, all the conspiracy surrounding Jay-Z and Beyonce. Rock Nation is real. That's one of them labels that you don't want to fuck with. Rock Nation might really get you killed if you cross them. If they feel like you a threat to them, something might happen to you for real.